Today's video is a short video because I am not going into the PowerPoint. And normally in my videos, I start with the PowerPoint, try to cut to the chase of the main stuff. Now this particular PowerPoint is like 90 slides. And if I were to lecture through a 90-slide PowerPoint through a video, I don't think there's a soul in the world who's going to watch that to the very end. So what we're going to do is take this very large PowerPoint and we are going to break it into 8 chunks. And bear in mind, Revolutionary War, this is not obscure esoteric stuff. This is real deal bread and butter, important topic in U.S. history. So this we will not fiddle with on this video, but we will click on this to explain to you what is going on. Okay, so this project will entail breaking up the story of the Revolutionary War into 8 parts. Now these parts will be presented to your classmates. You will have to speak to your classmates. I'm going to ask you a big favor. When you do present, give the people a proper visual to reinforce your key points. A good visual can make or break your presentation. Also, please have notes that are classmate ready. And you've been through this before. People are presenting, the teacher says to take notes, and the people behind the desks are uncertain what to write down. Help the people out. Either have nice, clear bullet points up there on the screen, or give the people a worksheet, okay? But don't make it ambiguous, don't make it vague, don't have a bunch of confused, well-meaning people are going, hey, what should I write down? Should I write this down? Should I not write this down? That kind of thing. Okay, so here are the 8 parts. I'm going to let you choose. I'm actually going to go out of order here for part 3 and part 8. Okay, part 3 and part 8 is a one-person kind of deal, and some people are introverted, they don't like working with other people, and I'm cognizant of that. So if you are one of those types of people, just let me know, no judgment. So if you're going to be the one-person group, I want you to provide biographical information on the British leaders, explain to your classmates their role, so kind of a biographical vibe. And part 8, it's the end of the war, the Treaty of Paris. How did the war end? What transpired at the Treaty of Paris? How did it affect both nations? Now, those are the 2 individual ones. Now, the other 6, I'm going to ask you to work with a group of people. Okay, so we'll see how many people show up and how many people want to work together. We'll play around with it in the class to make it work. Okay, so part 1, advantages and disadvantages. What were the advantages and disadvantages held by both the British and the colonists? I want you to look at these through economic, military, political, geographic, geopolitical lenses. Okay, include any other area that you feel is pertinent. So the starting point, you know, what advantages and disadvantages do both sides have. Okay, part 2, colonial leaders. Similar to the British leaders, who were the colonial leaders? Give me their biographical information and their role in the revolution. So these 2 are pretty similar. Now, part 4 is the causes of the Civil War. This is an important topic. What were the historical causes that led to the Revolutionary War? Explain to your classmates what transpired at each preemptive event. This is shameless SAT preparation. The fact that I've just used the word ambiguous, the fact that I just used the word preemptive, the fact that I just used the word esoteric. See, I'm sneaking SAT words in there. Sneaky, sneaky. But preemptive means these are the things that led up to it. These are the causal factors, okay? So what were those? Part 5, strategies used during the Revolutionary War. What strategies were implemented by both sides, okay, in terms of more of my bomb and bullet military history kind of vibe, if you're into that. Part 6, turning points of the Revolutionary War. What were the key turning points of this war and what transpired during each of the events? And then part 7, life on the home fronts, meaning the people, the everyday people who were living in the colonies, people living in Britain, how did that affect them? Now, some of you are going, holy shnikes, I get breaking it up into 8 parts. But, you know, what are you exactly talking about? What are the details here? Okay, which brings me back to the PowerPoint. And this massive PowerPoint, I'll just use one as an example here. So you'll see where part 1, advantages and disadvantages, and it's a breakdown of these sorts of things. Okay, and then you get to part 2, and where are you, part 2? Part 1. Big. Okay, part 2, here's the colonial leaders. Okay, so you're going to be using this PowerPoint as the breakdown for the details. So if you were absent, text me, email me, let me know what group or what topic you want to work on, and we will research, we'll create a presentation, we will present, and then we'll tie it all together. And then, believe it or not, we're going to go even more Revolutionary War with our first DBQ to follow this. Okay, so that's what's going on. and I anticipate a lot of positivity coming your way, and I'm here to help you. So just keep me in the loop. Let me help you. I'm glad to do so. Okay, so that's what's going on, and thank you for watching.